Hey, we're Foster the People, and this is what you ought to know about us. My first music memory, I remember I was in the car with my mom listening to an oldie station in Cleveland, Ohio. It was I Get Around by the Beach Boys, and I think I was about 6 years old. Scratched twice. And there's just something about that song that, I don't know, just sparked something inside of me. That's where I really just discovered my love for music. I bought everything that the Beach Boys ever released. The way that I write, it always starts with music. A lot of times it's with drums, actually. I'll start off with a drum beat and then put some sort of, piano or a guitar or a synth or just whatever I'm feeling on top of it. I'll just press record and just start vamping into the microphone and kind of freestyling melodies. And a lot of times lyrics will start to pop out like that, especially if I know what I want the song to be about. And then I'll kind of go in after with a pen and fill it in, with the story and get the lyrics. Strangest thing that I've ever eaten would have to be those little fire ants. When I was a little kid, I ate ants.
Like not chocolate covered ants, like ants off the
No,
ground.
like live ants.
Like ants off
Like
the
picking
sidewalk.
up like the little tiny ones, and trying them out. 4 years old, I don't know, I do remember eating ants. And they're really spicy. I remember that.
I'd have to say my most memorable performance was actually a battle of the bands when I was in high school. This is something that the whole school shows up to. It's like 2,500 kids packed into our gym. We play our set, we have a good time, and they go to announce the first place winners and they announced us. And we're like, you've got to be kidding me. So we just absolutely freaked out. That was a pretty radical moment. I would say an artist that I really love that might surprise a lot of people would be Waylon Jennings. Classic country artist. And Dukes of Hazzard is probably my favorite show of all time, and he narrated that and did the theme song for it, so he's definitely one of my favorite artists of all time.
First album I ever bought was this band called Ace of Base. It's funny, I probably listened to it like every day for like a year. It was like so great, and then I didn't listen to it until probably maybe a year ago. Revisiting that thing is so awesome, man. I would recommend anybody doing that because it's fantastic. My biggest pet peeve. Yeah, I think my biggest pet peeve is probably chewing loud. I hate it because it's not something you can tell somebody without feeling like a total jerk. Early on, I remember like so vividly my parents telling me not to do that. Like I would eat with my mouth open, and they're like, "You can't do that. It's so wrong." And so I remember just like always being aware of that as a young kid. And then you see people that are like 40 and they're like where were your parents?
How's that again? Hey, we're Foster the People. Thanks for hanging out, playing a little pool with us. I hope you got to know him and me a little bit better.
The shot of the day. Oh, man.